Good evening, everybody. It's class time coming up in 15 minutes. Just wanted to let you know. And class starts tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern. For those of y'all who wonder how to find out exactly what it is that we do, or one of the things that we do is that we help people get back $1 million tax refunds. That's right. I'm going to show you $1 million tax refund tonight. If you come to class, and I'm going to show you how we got it without doing any investing whatsoever, just a correct filing of papers. If you learn how to correctly file papers, then you can have $1 million tax refund too. I know it sounds incredulous and hard for you to believe. Nevertheless, that's what we do. Okay, so if you're interested in coming over, just put IMF in the chat and come on over to class. We're about to start in 15 minutes. It's absolutely free for you. You don't have to pay any money to learn what's going on. Okay, Ali, free. So we're about to start at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna show you our $1 million return. I'm gonna show you how we get it. Okay. So if you're interested, come on over. I'd be glad to have you. IMF, put IMF in the chat and come on over. And so it's class time. All right. I want to show you something real quick about jumping in the water and finding out what, doing things that other people can't do. So I want to show you how to leave the crowd of impotent people and come over to the crowd of potent people. All right. So P versus I. Some of you all, you're trying to make money. It's impossible because you're impotent. In other words, you're not capable of doing it. And one of the reasons that people are impotent is because they haven't got in the water. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So here is the book of John, chapter 5. If you got any questions, just come to class. You can ask your question there. Okay. Anybody's got a question? I'm not going to ask questions now. Just going over if you got a question, because class is going to start in 15 minutes, and I take a few seconds. I give people about 5 questions that people can ask, and make sure you're one of the first people when you come over. And you can ask questions, and I'll answer your questions. It won't be $50,000 an hour. I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to answer the questions myself, not a robot, not no fake person, not all these fake folk. They don't know how to do what we do. Almost very few people on the planet know how to do what we do. All right, and that's to get you a $1 million tax return. Very few people know how to do that. All right, so we know how to file 1041s instead of 1040s. Very few people know how to file a 1041. Most people, they never even heard of a 1041. They don't even know what it is. So, and they definitely don't know how to file one. All right, so if you're interested, come on over. And hi Terry, how you doing? So if you're interested, just put IMF in the chat. If you're on TikTok, go to rickthewealthcoach.com, and the site is there. We're about to start at 6 o'clock on the dot tonight, which is about a few minutes away from now, about 14 minutes from now. All right, so let me show you all something. When it's time for you to have a serious change in your life, when it's time to come out from not being able to do something to do something, there's a pattern for it. Let me show it to you. It's in John, the book of John, chapter 5. And this is what John, giving his account of what happened, some of the things that happened while he was walking around with Jesus. He said, after this, there was a feast of the Jews, and the Jews went up to Jerusalem. He said, now there was at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. He said, and these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, a blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. So we're going to move the water tonight. All right. If you're ready to jump in, everybody put I'm jumping in the chat. I said, if you're ready to jump in this water tonight, we're moving the water. All right. So if you're ready to jump in, put I'm jumping in the chat, and I'm going to see you in a second. Right. Because we don't want to leave all y'all over here by the pool. Y'all don't know what's going on. That's why when I have my private Zoom, I show the checks, everything that we do. All right. But you got to come on over to the private Zoom to learn that. All right. So if you jump in tonight, I'll see you in a few minutes. Who's that, Paula? Paulo. All right. I'll see you in a little bit, Paula. All right. Who else is jumping? All right. Anybody else jumping tonight? All right. Gio, I'll see you in a few minutes then. All right. Anybody else jumping tonight? All right. Anybody else jumping? I just want to know who my friends I want to be talking to tonight. Laquita, I'll see you in a little while then if you're jumping in. All right. Anybody else jumping tonight? See, jump into the waters while the water is stirring. All right. The Bible says the person got to work during the day while it's time to work. You say, because the night comes when can't nobody work. So we teach you things in the daytime, meaning what? I'm not talking about the literal daytime. Mostly I teach during the day because I get sleepy at night. But I'm talking, we teach you things while you can do something about it. Are you hearing me? Why? Because impotency means that you're trying to have a child, but you can't have one. Why? Because of impotency. I mean, you don't have the ability to be able to do it. Just put IMF in the chat. That's all. Aaron, Just put the letters IMF, and the link can go directly to you. Okay. You're on Instagram, so you don't have to do anything except just put IMF in. You can come on over. We're going to start in about 10 minutes now. So everybody's sitting here, excuse me. Everybody's sitting here at the waters. I mean, the first person I got a check was Shantae. I mean, she's the first person to get a check from us. All right. But she got $1 million check. All right. She got $1 million check. All she put in the bank was $98,000. All right. She jumped in. Okay. Now I've got several people jumped in, several people lined up to get checks. All right. We got our first $1 million tax refund from doing no work at all. All right. Hear me? So if you want to learn what we did, it's time for you to jump in too. All right. You say, I don't believe it, Brother Ricky. Okay. Just stay out there about them. Stay outside. You know, one thing about life is that people condemn things that they don't even investigate. When somebody tells me something about anything that's important, I just look it up. You know, I come to whatever they're doing and I find out what's going on. And then I don't make any judgments until I read, study, pay attention to what's happening. And that's why we make so much money, because we're so well read. You know, we read things. And then more important than that, so you need to be a reader and stuff, but you also just need to be blessed. Just need to come from up out of the curses of what self-condemnation. All right, we just really need to come on over on this side of the tracks. Just jump on in so God can have some favor on your life. Because I'm not stupid. I got enough sense to know that me coming from being a homeless man to being a multimillionaire, it's got just as much to do with favor as it does anything else. But you create your own favor. You know, everybody put CF in the chat. Favor, you don't sit around just waiting on the favor. You create it. All right, hear me? Everybody put CF in the chat. Be a favor creator. Don't just sit around waiting on somebody, just hoping something's going to happen. When the waters get stirred, that's your chance to move. All right. I hear what I'm talking about. When the waters get stirred, get up off that thing. Like the great prophet James Brown said, get up off that thing and dance and you'll feel better. Get up off of that thing. You got to release some pressure. Get up off that thing. But don't sit around waiting on no favor. Create it. Create favor. See, I'm a religious, I'm a kingdom guy. I'm not a religious person. I don't even like religious people because they got tight butt cheeks. They act like they know everything. They're some hard-headed people. They're the hardest people in the world to try to teach something. I don't even try to teach them nothing. I can just see the religious spirit. I just walk right by them, act like they don't exist. I'm like, you're not going to get none of my energy. Zero. All right. Why? Because I don't even need to work no more. All right, hear me? We can just keep flipping Department of Treasury checks. Just keep flipping them. You know, go from 1 million to 10 to 100 million. I don't even need to work. All right. So you might not believe it, but I don't care. All right. I care about you, but I really don't care about what you believe. Why? Because people who don't believe stuff, who don't even check out what's going on, are ignorant people. And you really don't want to be bothered with ignorant people. An ignorant person is ignorant by choice. All right. With all this, with us training like we do, 3-4 days a week for 6 years, and then got a whole year-long training program on how to get your money back from the International Monetary Fund, and been doing it for 6 years, and you don't know what's going on. That's because you just ain't trying to find out what's going on. So you might be listening to these lives, but when you come on over to the class, you find out what's really going on, because I show you the stuff on the screen, and then you can make some educated decisions about what you want to do. Everybody put ED in the chat. Everybody making decisions. The question is your name Ed? That's right. I said, is your name Ed? A horse is a horse, of course, of course. And no one can talk to a horse, of course, unless, of course, the name of the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Got to be at least 56 to know to ever heard this song. Sorry, young folk. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. What does Ed do? Ed make educated decisions. All right. All right, Michael, you got to come to class. You want to know what's going on. Put IMF in the chat and just come on over to the class, Mike. That's what I'm talking. Not what was the International Monetary Fund. We finna have a whole class on it. Come on, don't sleep on what's going on, Mike. We're finna go into class right now. So put IMF in the chat. Get your link. Wait, just go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Now, what you say, Phoenix? You remember Mr. Ed show? Yeah. Hey, Wilbur. That was Ed. He was a horse, right? A talking horse. I don't know about you, but if you're going to make some money, your name going to have to be Mr. Ed. All right. You're going to have to make educated decisions. All right. Or Mrs. Ed. You're going to have to make some educated decisions. I hear me. You making decisions anyway. Right. Every day you decide whether you're going to be broke or have some money. All of the broke decisions that we make are what? Uneducated decisions. That's why people be broke. I'm like, how in the world you just gonna be sitting here, don't know what's going on? We have in class and you at the crib, whatever, scrolling on the phone or something, doing something else, some other frivolous stuff, ain't got nothing doing nothing. No, we in class, a free class on top of that. So come on over, Mr. Ed, and come on over, Mrs. Ed. All right, so the angels is stirring up the water. And what happened? What is an angel? Okay, an angel is a messenger. Angels are messengers. So everybody put A-M. Angels are messengers. All right. The reason God made angels is to send messages. All right. That's the whole reason God, first he created the angels so they can worship him. But I'm talking about their practical use between you and I is that they are messengers. Angels are. So God sends messages to do what? To tell you about what's happening, what's going on that you don't know, and to help you out of situations what that you can't get out of. All right, hear me? That's what angels are for. So these angels are down here stirring up the waters here. And because these people are halt, lame, blind, can't do nothing for themselves. So what? They need some help. All right. So if you need some help, put I need help in the chat. All right. Put INH in the chat if you need help. If you don't need no help, I'm not talking to you. In other words, if you know how to get $1 million back from the International Monetary Fund, you're already doing it, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the person that need help. So put INH in that chat if you need some help. If you know that you ain't gonna never get this money unless somebody help you, unless somebody show you what to do. All right. So if you need some help, speak over your life. Say, you know what, Lord, I need an angel to come by here and tell me what's going on because I'm asleep. I don't know what's up. There's something going on around here. People getting large checks. All right. This woman, Shantae, got $1 million check without doing no work. I've been working my behind off. I'm talking about this is what you ought to be saying. I've been working my behind off for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. All I do is collect a check and donate it to the bank. Then the bank get rich off my money. And then I go back out and make some more checks and donate some more to the bank. Then they make some more money off of me. Then I get my energy level up, get me a little sleep, go back out to work. And what that means that you are lame. That means that you are halt and that you are blind. And if you want to do something about it, you got to let an angel stir up the waters and help you. You say, so Brother Ricky, did you call yourself an angel? You better believe I am. I said, you better believe I am. You better believe I am. You say, how you call yourself an angel? Because I'm a messenger. Hey, listen to me. Yeah, I ain't got no problem identifying myself for who I am. Hey, listen to me. I send messages every day out to people. Some of them catch them and they end up doing really well. Some of them don't realize that there's an angel in their life and they go ahead on about their business. You know, if there's one thing you better learn how to do, you better learn how to recognize angels. Are you hearing me? I recognize angels, and as soon as they come in, I embrace them. And I say, why? Because you can help me do what I absolutely positively am not capable of. So, Michael, you didn't put the right thing. It's IMH, not INH. IMH. Oh, you said I need help. Okay, Michael, I hear you. I thought you were trying to put in a fun IMF, but no, I do. If you need, it's nothing wrong with admitting that. Hey, listen, but somebody know what I don't know. I'm like, thank you so much for coming around here and telling me what I did not know. I don't fight the person and try to act like I know what they know. I mean, I'm always someplace learning something. That's like the whole point of getting about the bid. I'm like, you know what I don't know. So you're an angel. All right, why? Because you taking me where I ain't never been, you know? An angel says, I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. No. Ain't no smiling faces. Lying to the races. I'll take you there. That's what angels are for. What? To take you where you can't go. So get with angels. Don't act so shocked because God has human angels too. Human angels are what? Messengers. You said, I don't believe it, Brother Ricky. That's because you didn't read the Bible. In the book of Revelation, they said to the angel to the church at Laodicea, Thyatira, Ephesus, to the angel of the church. Who's the angel? The messenger. Hey, listen to me. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? So don't be shocked when I tell you that I'm an angel. That ain't no big deal. I ain't the first angel. And if you got some news that you can help me with that I didn't understand and I can be better off, that makes you an angel too. That's not no big deal. Are you hearing me? God said he made us a little lower than the angels in terms of we got human fleshly bodies, but he made us angels in terms of we deliver messages to each other. And then the message gets us up out of the dilemma and the quagmire that we be in because we didn't know how to move on our own. So what happens? So here's you said for an angel went down at a certain season into the pool. All right. It's a certain season right now. What? It's your season. Did you hear what I said? I said it's a certain season right now. It's your season. What? If you learn how to get up, if you learn how to go get in the water and find out what's going on, it's your season. Everybody put its mind in the chat. Oh, speak over your life. I know you're around a lot of negative people and stuff. They telling you this ain't gonna happen and that ain't gonna happen. I ignore them folk. I'd be like, it's my season, brother. It's my season, sister. All right. They say, when do you say that, brother Ricky? I say that every day. Every day. I just wake up like, hey, come on, speak over your life. Put his mind in the chat. I say, it's my season. All right, it's my season. And if you want to do something about your season, this is your opportunity too, because we're gonna have class right now. All right, so class is about to start right now. I gotta go. I gotta go. Put IMF in the chat if you want to come, or go to rickthewealthcoach.com. Look up the free class right now on the International Monetary Fund. Hit that link and you can come over right now. We got to go right now. It's been a plum, pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege. I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about that. I see some of you all starting right now in class. The rest of you have a beautiful night. And remember that stellar is a stellar dose. It's a new season. Hey.